Welcome back to the morning show here on Arise News. Thank you for staying with us. Recently, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu dissolved the board of the Niger Delta Development Commission and immediately constituted a new one. He told members to pursue the development of the oil-rich region with renewed commitment. The president has also tried to consolidate his apparently newfound rapprochement stakeholders in the South-South geopolitical zone by making a number of key appointments in his administration from there. On Thursday this week, a 62-man multi-partisan delegation from Rivers State paid him a courtesy visit in Abuja to show their appreciation for his friendly posture towards the Niger Delta. Right now, we're being joined for a brief chat by Marvin, Yobanna, a Niger Delta activist, to aggregate the expectations of the people of Niger Delta from the Tinubu administration, as well as how internal leadership selection process can help them achieve their goals. It's good to see you on the show this morning.
Thank you for having me. Good morning.
All right, then. So, President Tinubu recently dissolved the board of the NDDC and constituted a new one. I'd like to know what your initial thoughts are on this move and how you believe it will impact the development of the Niger Delta. The president also made key appointments from the South-South geopolitical zone. How significant are these appointments, and what signals do you believe they send to the people of the Niger Delta region?
Well, first of all, I should use this opportunity to say thank you to Mr. President for being magnanimous enough to ensure that the Niger Delta Development Commission has a board, a complete board, that cut across all the Niger Delta states. Having said that, the issues of the NDDC as a development agency, as an interventionist agency in the region that is supposed to develop the place and coordinate development in the area, has been something that has been a far cry for a very long while, until the Buhari's administration decided to set up the Niger Delta Development Commission Board. Because we didn't have a board for a very long time. You had successive acting this, acting that, without any board, no management board. So as we speak now, the mandate is very clear. The core mandate for the Niger Delta Development Commission is set out. Besides that, the president went beyond looking at partisan appointments. He appointed people from different parties, from the PDP, from APC, and other parties within the region. That helped for cohesiveness. That helped to integrate the people of the region together. It helped us to come together as a people to look at the core issues of development rather than looking at politics. And that will take away the political patronage that the NDDC has been known for in the past. And you look at the kind of people he appointed. You look at who's the MD, a seasoned administrator, somebody who has been in the Ijaw struggle, somebody who is well-learned and who has served in various fields of endeavor, a high disciplinarian, somebody who has no time for frivolities, you know. So you look at the other people who are appointed, like the one from my state. This is a core activist, although he's a politician, but he's a core activist who is passionate about development of the region, who wants things to work properly. So you look at the other people he appointed from Delta, Edo, Cross River, and the rest. Look at the man he brought in from, the person he brought in from Ondo. So you see, these are the areas we look at. The president is not looking at, let me look at my political party, you know. So this is one of the reasons why I think the people of Rivers State went to visit him, to tell him thank you. Because if you look at, this is the first time that I know that somebody from the South-South is being being nominated as minister for the FCT. And when you look at FCT, FCT is supposed to be the center of unity of Nigerians. So it doesn't matter where you come from, you can lead as the minister of FCT, because it shows that the true character of Nigeria is here. This is the symbol of that unity. So you can bring somebody from the south, from the north, from the east, from the west to head. And Bolaji has shown, President Bolaji has shown that that he has the capacity and he has the willingness to do what is right. So these are the reasons why you find out that the people from the River State are so core and so happy to associate themselves with this Tinubu administration. And that is why our leaders came out, 62 of them, came out to say thank you to Mr. President for appointing people across party lines, for entrusting our people to serve the nation, to come out and develop the area. So these are some of the things why our people are seeing this administration as an administration that is not sectional in its selection, and that an administration that is ready to work. And based on his core campaign slogan, which was renewed hope. He's trying to give hope back to the people, but he came in a difficult time where the challenges are enormous. And from the right steps he has taken, we know that most of these challenges will be surmounted if we put faith with the government.
All right, Marvin. Well, I mean, I've heard you, and of course, you've spoken about the politics side of it, and the development side of it. But then, tell us in clear terms what the people of Niger Delta and people like your good self, should expect from the new board of the NDDC on the one hand, and the Minister of the Niger Delta, Engineer Abubakar Momo, on the other hand. You've mentioned the fact that the MD CEO, Samuel Ogbuku, from Bayelsa State, the fact that, is well rooted in the politics of your region. The chairman, of course, Chiedu Ebie from Delta State, Boma Iyaye, ED Finance and Admin from River State. What are the core expectations and deliverables that you think that Nigerians, and particularly people in the Niger Delta, should expect from the board of the NDDC and the minister? Because you said people have gone to Abuja to say thank you to the president, 62 of them. Those who have been there, who have manned NDDC before now, were also Niger Delta citizens. Loretta Onoche, for example, who just left the position, who was removed for the new chair, is also from the Niger Delta. She, as a matter of fact, is a vociferous member of the APC and a supporter of the former president Buhari. So there's really nothing except you are saying that these people that have been appointed will do better. If that's what you are saying, tell us in clear terms, how do you think that they will do better than those who have been there before them?
Thank you very much for that question. After politics come governance. So the issue of politics is neither here nor there and cannot put food on the table. Otherwise, except you have the will and you're ready to work for the people and not for your political party. Having said that, the Niger Delta people expect a difference. Although we've witnessed a little bit of that difference with the inception of the board that was just dissolved, this board that has been put in place right now, there are communities that does not have adjoining roots. And these are people are predominant farmers and fishermen. So they have to take their goods from one community to the other. There are communities that have challenges of electricity that you cannot find. The national grid is not connected to those communities. These are the core issues. There are issues of our coastal area, transportation within this area, security with these coastal lines. There are issues of dilapidated roads that have been left for donkey of years that has not been done. Look at the axis of the East-West Road, the one that goes between One Junction and Akpajo to the Ogoni axis. That stretch of road is not up to 7 kilometers. It has been left for the past 10 years running like that. And that is where you have the what they call the oil and gas free zone. That is where you have the seaport. That is where you have the refinery. That is where you have Indorama, the fertilizer plants and all that. The refinery, everything is there. But the federal government left it there for the past 10 years. That is why I also want to commend the president for making that commitment saying that that road must be fixed. And that is the first responsibility of the Minister of Niger Delta, to ensure that that stretch of the road is fixed, because the economic activities within that area helps to fund the Federal Reserve that we say we have. Because the development within the region helps the entire Nigerian government and other states. Because if it takes you to transport petroleum products within this short 7 kilometers, takes you up to 3 days, how do you distribute to other parts of the nation? So what I'm trying to say is that the core issues of developing the area is what we are looking at. And we have confidence in the management that has been selected by Mr. President. We hope that the National Assembly will do the rightful thing by clearing them. We know that these persons will be held accountable. We are not going to sit down and look at them, because right now as we speak, they are not all from the same political party. That is a key thing for us. They are not going to say, look, we want to ensure that we take care of our parties. No, these issues must be addressed. And the core problem in the region now is the issue of the National Assembly interfering in the development of the Niger Delta region by doing what they say is constituency projects alone. They now say, look, you must put project A, B, C in this area, put project A, B, C in this area. And when it comes to payment of these contractors, National Assembly will come up with a list. I don't know when the legislative arm of government became the executive. So these are some of the issues that President Tinubu must have to look at and help the region to work, where contractors go to work, because Niger Delta Development Commission does not mobilize contractors. They do not give you advance payment. You go, do the job, and they have to pay you. So they must see that contractors that are performing are paid. Projects are being given out with due process, must be complied. And that is why I want to commend the managing director of the NDDC for bringing a renowned international accounting firm, KPG. KPG, right? I know that's the name, or I'm mixing it up something. He brought them, KPMG, sorry, yeah, to ensure that they check their books. They ensure that the procurement process is done properly. They ensure that everything goes through due process, so that the job goes to only contractors that can deliver. You know, it's not going to become a political festival for those who patronize a political party. So this is why the administration we've seen now can work, if only they have the cooperation of the National Assembly. The National Assembly, we do not say they should not put in their projects into the budget, but they should allow the administration, the board, to function properly. They should not be imposing on them who to pay and who not to pay. These are the issues where you find some contractors going to take loan with their houses, some of them dying because they cannot get back their money. I'm speaking from experience. So this administration has shown commitment. The present board, the one that was appointed before, and the managing director has shown commitment that yes, if we confirm that you really did these jobs and you've done the job, we're going to pay you, no matter the influence or the pressures they are going through. So the Niger Delta people are looking at this as a hope. We are seeing renewed hope in the Niger Delta region now, from what we've seen. In the past government, we don't want to blame those who have left, but we find out that most appointments were lopsided. But this government has not done that. So we are hoping that the government will continue on this path, and the issues of development are the core issues that should be addressed. Let me divert a little bit to say that the federal government has a responsibility, because 90% of the resources that the federal government is using comes from this region. So they have a core responsibility to ensure that the region is developed. We see special projects going to different parts of the country, to the north, to the west, to the east. We need special projects too to be going to the Niger Delta, core Niger Delta states, because these people are suffering. They are the one who born the. You just finished the discussion with an environmentalist. The issues of environmental degradation in the Niger Delta is very, very serious. Look at what happened in Ogoniland. Out of the 220 oil wells, 16 flow stations and 9 oil fields, all left desolate. Why? Because of environmental issues. Now, they said they were going to clean up Ogoniland. As we speak till now, you can go there, do your investigation, find out that the issues of cleanup in Ogoniland has been kept to the corner. It's just political patronage and patronizing certain contractors. That is what is going on in Ogoni as we speak. So President Buhari must look into the cleanup of Ogoniland, because the monies that are spent there are contributed by these IOCs, the international oil companies. They are contributing this money. They should not allow the procurement process, the contracting process, and the execution process to be run by politicians. They should it should be done properly in such a way that the environment should be cleaned and made veritable for the people. You know, the issues of environmental degradation cut across the whole 9 states in the Niger Delta region. So those issues, it must be extended to other parts of the Niger Delta, not just Ogoni. So these are all the issues we are looking at. And as NDDC has, they have to coordinate these issues. The NDDC management must look into what is happening also in the Ogoni projects, which is the Ogoni cleanup, the high prep. They must also coordinate the activities and know that nowhere state A is doing one road and this will go and do that same road. No. There should be coordination between the state government and the management of NDDC in terms of project execution, so that coordination will help for even development of the region. I think this is one of the core areas the management must look into, and the people like us and other Niger Delta people will look at to ensure that it works, because we must make good whatever monies are being given to that agency must be accounted for.
All right, then.
I cannot say more than to say that the welfare of staffs of the agency have been taken care of. This is the first time, if you call any staff in the Niger Delta Development Commission, they will tell you they've never had it this good. That under the management, these issues have been taken care of. The issues of scholarship, foreign scholarships given to Niger Delta students has been addressed. It's at the top burner. So I'm giving them all these passes for what they have done already, but I hope that not when this management comes now, they will now become an infighting. They should coordinate and work under the management and coordination of the managing director and cooperate to ensure that all these core areas we've mentioned will be addressed.
All right, then. Thank you so much, Mr. Marvin Yobanna. Unfortunately, we've run out of time, but we appreciate your analysis today on The Morning Show.